Okay, so here's the website that kind of explains everything. I have videos called Beast Trader Foundations, and it explains everything about. There's about 5 or 6 videos on here to explain everything about it. These are some trades and how much I made on some trades. I'm just showing people $16,000 profit, 10,000. These are different trades, and this is what the system kind of looks like. We're going to go over the system also, and this is the signals that come out on Telegram.
This is all
So,
foreign exchange, right?
well, it's Forex, but it's also
Forex.
stock, yeah, stocks, indices, in gold and crypto. So
Okay.
it works with every kind, and I'll show you how that looks. And this is just the basics. Okay, now this is what it looks like when somebody gets a signal. And TradingView is the number one trading market analysis in the world. So I have partnered up with them to put my signal out, and it's basically under indicators, and it shows you when to take a trade. So let's look at a couple of trades here. So this is US 30, and then it's at 30-minute candles, and it took this trade right here. It first took this trade, said it going down, it went down. Then it took this trade saying going up. Then it took this trade, and we could just look at any trade at any time frame. These are on the hour time frame. It said to sell, and it went way down here. This says to buy, and then it went way up here.
Hmm.
And what you do is you put a stop loss. So, like if we would have got in this trade right here, our stop loss would have probably been down here. It's close to the Bollinger Band. So if it goes the wrong way for a second, you just don't lose that much. And so you see that those won. This is another up, and it won right here. So it's going to give you a signal. Like right now, it's giving us a signal for the hour, and it's saying it's going to go up. So this is eventually going to go up right here and make some money. So that's US 30, the 30 biggest companies in America. Here goes Bitcoin right here. It's telling us to sell Bitcoin. And you see how it went down. It told us to sell right here, and it went way down. Told us to buy right here, it went up. Buy right here, it went up. We could have stayed in this buy and won over here. Here goes another buy right here. We could have got out way over here. Or here goes another buy. Here goes a sell right here. I love the 4 hours really makes a lot of money. So like this sell right here, let me just show you how much this sell would have made for us. And it's telling us to get in at the bottom, so it still would have won on these 2 trades right here if you would have got out in time. But if you would have got out, just around here, you would have made 4,000 pips. So if you would have had, 50 cents on that, you'd have made about $2,000. Let's see. Here goes another one. It's telling us to sell right here. These are all good wins also. They all telling us to sell, and it went way down here. That's 5,000. So if you would have had $1 on each pip, you would have made $5,500 on that. And, depending on what your account has, if you have an account with like $10,000 on, you're probably going to be trading for $1 a pip. If you have, more money, you build up the money, then, lots of people trade for 10, 30, 33, lot sizes. And so if you traded for 10 right here, $10 a pip, which is very normal, you would have made $30,000 on this trade. So you can make a whole lot of money on these trades. Here goes another one. This is gold. So on gold, if we would have got in where it told us and got out down here, we would have made $3,000 just on one. Here goes another one. A sell right here, and it goes way down. Another sell right here, and it goes way down. A sell right here at the top, and we could have got out down here, or we could have got out at the next candle or the next one and made money off that. Here it is right here to go up, up, and we won on those. Here goes another one to go up, and it won. Right here to get in right here, and we could have got out, 4 or 5 candles later and won. Right here we buy, and it went way up. We could have got out up here. We could have got out a little later. Here goes a sell right here, goes way down here, or we could have got out the next candle or the next one because it's telling us to get in right here and we could have made profits. So that's on the 4 hours. If we look at the day candles, this is going to make like way more money. So let me show you a couple trades here. And I made 2 bots with the programmer. God made them through me, but one of them, this one's 90% correct. Okay, it says 4 points or 3 points. The other one is 84% correct. Like this one right here, we haven't seen a loss yet, but it's 84% correct. So you buy in right here, and you could have got out here or up here, right? But this one, it doesn't happen as much, but it makes way more money. But you know, people don't want to just wait around forever. So, like this trade right here, this would have made $7,000 for $1 on gold. And let's look at a couple more here. Here goes another one right here. It would have made $16,000 for $1. So if you traded 10 lot sizes right here, you would have made $160,000. So this is a very, very serious thing here to get in, and you could have got out way over here, or you could have just stayed in for a long time. Here is the other one. It says buy EMA bounce. This is the second signal that I made. So you see how you get in here and you get up here. You don't really stay in too long. This one too. You get in, you would have won, and that's gold. Also,
Yeah.
I love to teach people how to trade the NAS 100. So you got in right here at the top. It tells you when to get in. It says 19268. So 19268 is right here. And it went all the way down here. Or you could have got out at the next candle right here. So definitely. But this is the other bot, right? The buy. And you see where it says 4 point. Anytime you see 3 or 4 points, that's the first bot that I made that's 90% correct. So let's see. If we'd have got in right here, we could have got out, you know, up here, that's 11,000 pips. So for $1, if it would have went the wrong way, we would have said to get us out of the trade if it goes $200 wrong, right? But if we could have stayed in the trade and made $11,000 for that same $200 we lost, we could have made $11,000 the other way. And here it is down. It went down, right? I haven't really even seen a loss yet. I want to point out a loss, but
How much
here goes
money
another.
are you trading there?
So I have a PAMM. So that's basically an investor account where investors can put money into it. It starts out at $250 to start, and anybody could put in money. And then once I accept them, then when I trade my regular account, then it trades for other people too. So it will basically minimize whatever I'm trading on the largest part of it. Then it will just do a percentage of yours, right? So right now I'm 27% in profit for the month. So with that account, it automatically splits the money. So every time the profit occurs, it splits the money on Tuesday and Friday. And it puts the profit into a separate account for me and a separate account for my investors. And what it does is it's a 50-50 split. So since I made 27% in the last month, very, very conservative though. I'm not trying to like break the banks or anything, right? Because that's how you could take big losses, but very, very conservative, 27% my last month. And so that means that somebody's going to make about 15% on their money that month with me. I get 15%, they get 15% basically. So here goes another one to go up, right? And the programmer made an auto bot that where it only trades the best trade for me. And here goes another one to down. Then this is a stock right here. So this is Apple. Apple told us to go up right here. We could have got out way ever. It told us to go down for this candle, and the next one we would have won. Here goes another buy. Here goes another buy from Apple. So all these are wins from Apple. Big money because Apple's so basically it trades at like 216. So we make a lot of money when you trade like that. Today, Apple told us to sell right here. We went down here. We could have got out at this candle or over here. And then told us to buy. We could have got out up here or anywhere in here. This is another buy. So it told us to buy right here. And it went all the way up here. Or we could have got out the next candle or the next 2 candles in one. So as long as we're over the line where it tells us, we're in profit. So and it
tells you when to buy.
Yeah.
Like
it tells us when to buy or when to sell.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we could trade anything. So let's say, you know, we have a friend that says, oh, I want to trade You know, think of anything, any stock, any, you know, okay, let's look at Euro USD. So this is Forex like we were talking about, right? So if I'm trading Forex, it's going to say the same thing. Buy right here. You could have won up here. You could have won here. You could have won up here. But it tells us to buy right here. Look at this big win right here. So these are day trades. So it does every time frame. So day trade, 4 hours, 1 hour candles, 30 minutes. Now the days and the 4 hours and 1 hours are going to make you way more money because the candles are for a whole hour, a whole day, or a whole, you know, 4 hours. But the thing that I always look at is, so 15 minutes, right? You can get in and out and you're going to get way more trades. So, you know, something like this, you're going to make, and it's transferred different, but this is 11,000 volume right here. So that's another win right here on Euro USD. Here goes another win on Euro USD. Here goes another win. Here goes another one. We could have won and got out 2 candles and won still. Right here, it tells us to sell. We could have got out 3 candles later and still won, or 4 candles. It's still a good trade because it's way up here. Here goes a down. It went down, sell. Sell again, and we could have got out 2 candles and won a lot of money off that. Here goes buys, and it went up. So anything I could show people, anything or anywhere, as soon as a trade occurs, it's going to light up for us to take the trade. And I also can help people and make alerts. See, I got over 88 alerts here on my top pair. So I only want to know when the trade happens for the both of the signals that I made on the 1 day, 4 hour candle, 1 hour candle, 30 minutes, and 15 minutes. So I got 88 alerts. So if somebody pays their monthly subscription for the signal, it can basically alert them to all the best trades, any trade that they want, though. It doesn't have to be, you know, the stuff that I trade. It could be any trade. Yeah. So that's Forex. I showed you stocks. I showed you indices, and I showed you Bitcoin, which is crypto.
Bitcoin, yeah.
Yeah, but me and you like Ethereum, right? And we always know
Yeah.
Ethereum is really good. So let's look at Ethereum and let's see, you know, how does that work? So this is Ethereum. It's worth $2,200 right now. I didn't know it dropped down so low. Wow. Okay, it tells us to buy right here. It tells us to buy again. Do you see how every trades are winning? It tells us to sell, sell, buy right here, buy. So anything I flip to, this strategy is really from God, because I prayed so much about it and he gave me this thing. And then I have a programmer, and I said, it was about 5 years ago. I said, man, I need somebody to help me with a programmer. I need to really put my strategy on the internet. And so it auto trades and stuff. And this guy, it took me and him about 2 years to put everything that's in my head on the strategy into a computer system to where it does exactly what I would have did, but it's actually better than me because it only takes the best trades, right? When you're trading as a human, sometimes you just take a trade because you don't want to sit there for hours and hours and hours and not take any trades because they're not the best trades. You'll say, well, I'll take like something that might win 70% of the time or 80% of the time. But with this right here on one strategy, it only takes the trades that win 90% of the time. And we have back testing. He has back tested it 2 years, and it says it's 90% win rate. And then we have gave it to students, and people have been trading with me. And even my brother uses it the most besides me, and he's always winning because of it. So this is very, very beautiful strategy that works on all time frames. So that was the 15 minutes. Let's look at like a 4 hours and see if you would have won, right? So here it goes down, here it goes down. So it works on all time frames, and it's like basically it makes trading become like a kid can win. So 14,000 pips.
This screen will stay for 4 hours, right?
Yeah, this screen stays on all day. Okay. And so this is a 4 hour candle, meaning that this little green thing right here is worth 4 hours of our time.
All right.
So each one of these candles is worth 4 hours, right? That's what this is saying. So then I can switch it, and every candle is worth 1 hour. So I got it on 1 hour now. So each candle is worth 1 hour. I can switch it to all the way to 1 minute or 5 minutes.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I understand that now.
Yeah. So you wanna trade in the higher time frames because that's when you're gonna get the bigger money. You know, and look at it. It's winning here. One right here for 3 candles. I mean, I haven't even seen one that lost, because you can stay in the trade until this one wins. This one won too down here. So it's like So this strategy right here, when we back test it, it's about an 84% win rate. Okay. And then the other strategy is 90%. So we back test it. There's a program on here that we could do it. And so it's just the indicator. Like there's all kind of indicators. You probably heard about the MACD or different things. Let me show you a different indicator, right? So
Yeah.
this is a different indicator, MACD. This is a different one, Stochastic RSI, MFI. So each indicator is different and somebody made it and they make a lot of money off of publishing it. But what I did is we published two indicators. The first one that wins 84% of the time is called the Beast Trader Super Trend, right? And then the second one is called the Beast Trader Bot 1.0. And so anybody could trade anything they want and win on it. And so what I really want to do is mass market this to the public because there's no indicator out here that I have ever found or anybody has ever talked to that wins as much as even the 84% one. Nobody has an indicator that even wins that much, but just think that 9 out of 10 trades you're going to win. So unless you're trading like 100% of your money every time, then you can keep on winning. Because obviously, if you trade all your money and let's say that 1 out of 10 times you lose, you'll lose all your money, right? But if you're doing conservative trades and I teach you risk management, you're not going to lose all your money on one trade. You're going to have a stop loss. When that trade comes, you're going to lose $200, $300, right? But when the win comes, you're going to win. I tell people and I show people to set it up for 2 times the money at least. So you're going to take profit. So if your stop loss is at $200, you're going to lose, then your take profit is going to be at win. So you're going to win double the money and lose half of the money every time you lose. And that's very valuable and that's key to trading because, and then sometimes people, that kind of understand trading more, they're going to say, no, I want to win, 3 times. I want to win 5 times to 1. So let's say somebody has a stop loss at $200, or let's just do 100 because it's easier math, right? If somebody has a stop loss at $100 and they say, well, I want to win 5 times more than I lose. Well, they'll set their stop loss up at $100 and then they'll say, okay, at $500 profit, then the trade will end. And so, and I teach so much stuff and explain stuff on video and do personal coaching and everything like that too. So it's basically with Vima, what my plan would be is for the Autobot just to trade for it. And it'd be set up on the one that's super conservative. Now, if I'm trading myself on these signals, I trade every morning around 6 o'clock to 7 in the morning, my time, because that's when the market moves the most. That's called the opening market time. And I'm a little bit more risky, right? Like I'm gonna probably make 50 to 200% on my money a month, but I might take a loss where I lose like 20% in a day or something one time, right? But the bot doesn't do that. The bot says, look, I want to make about 3% a day to 5% a day, and then it's done. And it just, or it's going to say that I lost up to 2% a day. So that's why it gets to that 27% last month. Now, last month was the worst month. Basically, like, what was it? Not last week, but the week before that was the worst day for the markets. Nobody knows what happened. Well, probably because of the debate thing and stuff. And the unemployment came out on Thursday, and it was the worst unemployment. It shot the market up and down and just crushed a lot of people. But the bot still made a lot of money on those days to where everybody, I'm talking about every trader I know, but one guy said he picked the right way, and it was probably luck, and he made like $200,000. But everybody else I know is a master trader. Like people were so pissed off because they lost so much. And then last week was really wild because the week before everything went down like out of nowhere, and then everything went up last week all the way back higher than it was before. So it was like the worst week of stocks 2 weeks ago, and then last week was like the best week for stocks in the last year. So, and it came out of nowhere. Nobody suspected it. We couldn't read it on the news. It was because of interest rates and the unemployment that shocked everybody. But the bot still won during those times when, a human is going to err on those times. So that's what's beautiful about the bot. And it's going to trade, be consistent, 3 to 5% a day. It's not greedy and it's done. That's going to produce a 30 to maybe 50% return profit. But remember that actually it's a 50-50 split. So the bot's going to take, you know, automatically out of the computer system, it's going to take 50% of that. So if it won 30% profit for the month, then it's going to take 15%, and then the person that invested gets 15%. If it wins 50% a month, the investor gets 25% and the bot gets 25%, right? And
Yeah.
that's all due to something called a PAMM account that's set up by one of the #1 brokers in the world called Sway. And I'll show you what this broker looks like. And this is a very, very good broker. It's owned by an American, and he has several partners, but he was a ex-NFL player, made millions and millions of dollars, got into hedge fund stuff, and then started this broker right here. The broker is regulated. There is no like extra money that they give you or bonuses or anything. It's just straight up your money. And one person's taking a trade one way, the other person's taking the trade the other way, so they make money. The way that this company makes their money is off of every trade that you take. Let's say you take a trade to where you're doing one lot size. Well, when you do a trade for one lot size, they take $7 off of that trade when you first take the trade. So that's how they make their money. So they're not manipulating. They don't want you to lose. They don't care. They really want you to win, because if you win, then you're going to trade more lot sizes. Then they're going to make more money on the trade, right? They don't want you to lose, because if you lose, then you're not trading and they're not making money anymore. So this company really gives you all these tools and a back office and everything to help you win. So this is what it looks like. It's called Sway, and it's crypto in and crypto out. There's like 6 different cryptos that you could put in, 6 different that you could take out. Very, very smooth and easy. And it's above the regulations of the United States, which is beautiful. And it's just really, everybody that's been in it or talks about it has been paid. I know one of my friends, you know, took out $1 million, and it comes to you in like 2 minutes in crypto. So there's no holding and, oh, that's too much money. It's real easy. They have different type of accounts, like a VIP account. We're going to always do the ECN account, okay? Because this is just regular trading. But they also got like Islamic accounts, because they can't like compound their money, so it's against their religion. And then you have the no commission thing. So there's different accounts that you can start up with, and it's very, very cool. Minimum deposit is $10. They have 18 different cryptos that you could put in. So I usually come in with Bitcoin, or, you know, I like Tron, not the ERC Tron, but the TRC, or the
Right.
I
TLC.
mean, not, yeah, I mean Tether TRC. So I
That's
like that, because it doesn't charge you anything. I put it in like $2,000 on with the Tron when I first started with this broker, just to see if it was all the way good, like my friend said, and it charged me like 20 cents to use Tethertron. And then when I did Bitcoin, I think it charged me, I think I put in another 2,000 like the next day, and the Bitcoin charged me like, I think $8. So they're not taking like crazy fees or anything with cryptos, which is good. And they have all the currencies, all the indices, all the cryptos, and all the stocks. Now, a lot of brokers in the world don't have stocks anymore, because it's kind of illegal some places. I don't know why. But, you know, to have all the cryptos too, like a
I
lot of
thought
the
you got to
cryptos.
have that license, securities license or
Yeah,
stock.
right, to do the stocks
Yeah.
on different brokers. But this one lets you trade stocks, and it lets you trade
Mhm.
indices. But I had a broker before, and it was out of Florida, and they stopped allowing to do stocks. It was a big bank that I was brokered through, and then that one shut down. They were a prop firm too, so that shut down. But this one's really strong and really good. So also, you could trade on your phone. So they got it for Apple phones, Android phones. They got Windows for the desktop. They got Mac for the MacBooks and computers. And they also have a web trader. Web trader means if you're trading on Mac or Windows, it's like the same thing. Because what happens is, if you only like Mac, like my brother only likes Mac, I only like Windows. So the
Mhm.
Windows one is set up with more options, obviously. The Mac is just set up for the Apple computers. But if you do web trader, it's kind of like the one that's on Windows, and you can use that on Mac or Windows. So it's going to be easier for you to kind of switch between, right? Then you have the Sway chart. So there's 2 parts of this broker. You have this part where it has your money in. Now, then they have the second part called Sway Charts Pro platform, and this is where you're basically gonna trade. So they separate the two accounts because your money's in the first account and they don't want that to get hacked. That's like super duper secure. And then where you're trading at is super duper secure too, but it doesn't have access to your money. The only way that you could trade your money is for you to sign into your account through there, but there's nobody that can hack in and take your money or trade it. So I love the double, triple securities that they really have. And,
Mhm.
you know, this really can get us to our financial dreams that anybody has and whatever level you want. You know, I had a friend, he says, do you think I can make 100,000 a year with this? I don't know. He might've said a month, but he said 100,000. I said, yeah, it's simple because, you know, even somebody getting in with, let's say $10,000, if you're getting, you know, on the PAM account, I always tell people do part of it on a PAM account, but then also you could make like as many accounts as you want. So you could trade your own money also, and then you get 100% of your profits. So you don't have to split that with anybody, but put some in the PAM account because then that, you know, 15 to 20% on your money a month, nothing's wrong with that. And then you could trade your own, you know, because I'm just doing the same trades that it's telling us to do, right? And it is very simple how you could do that. It's very simple how they break it up and they make it real fair and easy for you to do. So this is the sway markets. I really believe in this company, and some of my friends that are millionaire traders, they believe in it and they take out a lot of money, and they show that they took out a lot of money. You know, very, very simple platform, very easy. And so, you know, if Vima, I know we're both in Vima, if Vima wants to generate money, they got 8,000 clients, they could put part of the money into this PAM account and the bot trade the money for them, and they can produce easily, you know, 10% at the low end every month for their clients. And sometimes they're going to produce 20 to 30%. And one thing that me and you know, Ranji, is that any program that promised us that we're going to make 15% a month or 30% a month or 20% a month straight out, it was like those always collapsed because
Right. Yeah.
there's no up and down. It has to be something like, well, if you have a bad month, you only make 10%. If you have a great month, you know, you make 50%. And
Yeah.
I think people like that better than just having a straight out thing. Because if you, let's say we say, oh, you're going to make 15% a month. Well, then when trading makes 30 or 40% a month, then you're telling me basically I got cut out of that. And then you're saying, well, if it only made 5% this month, then you carry over from the last month. I'd rather be straight up with people and show them, because the PAM account, you can't fake it. You can't do anything to lie about it. It's just numbers. Like the number on the PAM account says 27% was made last month. There's nothing I could do. I can't talk to somebody to make that look any different. So I
So
think
with
people
PAM
appreciate
account,
that.
people just put in the money. They don't have to trade themselves.
Yeah, with the PAM account, they just put in the money and the robot trades for them. And last month they made 27% on the basically one of the worst months in
Uh-huh.
for the last 2 years because of what happened with the stock market, what I was telling you. And because see, I trade, my number one trade with the bot is always going to be US 30. You know, so this is what it's going to trade. Well, US 30, what is it? Well, US 30 is based off of the top 30 companies in the world. I mean, in the
Uh-huh.
United States, right? So I want to show you something.
Top
I,
30 companies. Okay.
yeah. So here, this is what the US 30 is right here. Okay. It's these 30 companies right here. So I'm always looking at this. This is called a heat map, and it tells you daily, like who is doing good today and who's doing bad. So it's going to pop up with the name. See, Apple right here lost almost 3% today. Let me refresh it. It's not all popping up like it usually does. Okay, here we go right here. So Apple lost 2.7% today, but Cisco won 2.4, right? Bank of America lost 0.7. Microsoft is up 0.17 today. Walmart is up or down 0.05 today. So it basically broke even. JP Morgan is up almost 2%. So we can look and see. And if this thing is more green, then we're winning, right? So what we see here is that the biggest one in the way that these boxes work, the more percentage out of the 30, that's what's way down. So if Apple has a bad day, the whole 30 will go down, right? This isn't that bad of a day. But then we look and we say US 30, what did it do? It went down four dollars today. It's down $5 today, right? It was up earlier in the daytime. It was up about 250, and then now it went back down. So Apple started doing really good. Amazon was the big players like Microsoft. And then the other one, I don't trade on the bot, but I trade in person. I trade something called the NAS 100. And these are the 100 top companies. You'll notice that they also have the top 30 companies inside of them. So they're going to have Apple, they're going to have Amazon and Microsoft, right? Those are the ones that are in the top 30 also. But now we see that it includes Nvidia, the #1 chip maker for AI. They're down 2% today. Meta is in here. You know, that's Facebook and Instagram. They're up 1.65. Tesla's in here, 1.54. So the ones that matter the most are the big ones. I don't really focus on these little guys or anything like that. I'm looking at like a Netflix is pretty big, Tesla, Amazon, Costco, you know, Google. These are the ones that are gonna Avgo. These are the ones that are gonna be a market movers. Now, and then the next one that I trade is called SPX 500. And I might have to, here it is right here. So these are all the 30 plus the 100 that we just talked about, but now it's the 500 best companies in the United States together. And that's called an indice. So we have all the big guys again, but now we have like stuff like LLY or let's see, Home Depot. I think Home Depot is the top 30 also, but we have stuff that you can't even see because it's so little in terms of the market share they have in the 500. AMD is one of them, right? And so these are all the electrical technology companies. This is the technology services. These are the finance services, like all the banks in America and things like that, right? These are the retail trade services, Amazon, Walmart, Costco's, Home Depot. Consumer non-durable, P&G, Coca-Cola. Doesn't your cousin, right? Or that he runs like Coca-Cola in India, right?
Right. Pepsi,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh, Pepsi. Sorry about that. And then Visa, like Visa, these are the commercial services. And then McDonald's is down here, things like that. So I trade these three. And also I trade Bitcoin. But Bitcoin's going to have, well, I could switch it actually. Bitcoin does have a heat map. Let's see, Bitcoin. And I have to switch it. Let me see, products, scanners. And then I'll look at crypto heat maps. And crypto heat maps, these are the top crypto coins in the world. Bitcoin is, as we know, so much bigger than everything else all combined, right? And then you got Ethereum, you got Tether. These are the top three things. Then you got BNB, you got Solana this way up there. XRP has a lot of market share. USDC has a lot of market share. Lido, Ethereum, Staked, and all these other ones, Dogcoin, Toncoin, Tron, Cardio. So all these, and it gets all the way down to these little bitty guys that, you know, we would have to click to see. Like one of these, if you want to click this green one, you click it and it's Velo. And that's how much market share it has compared to all the other coins. And then there's another one that we could look at. And this is just something where I'm trading as a trader and I could look at different things. These are the ETFs. So Vanguard, iShares, right? Spider, XLK. So these are all those. And this is just a thing that helps me and the people that I trade. It helps them kind of learn how to trade and look at stuff before just trading blindly. They're able to look and say, okay, if I'm trading the US 30, like the beach trader, that's who they call me, right? The beach trader, then I want to make sure if Apple's down like this, then it's probably going to be a down day, right? If Apple's up and Microsoft is up and Amazon's up, we probably don't even have to worry about what else is going on. It's probably lit up all the way green all the way around. So this is a day performance. Now I could switch this to be in the last 4 hours. The last 4 hours, there's nothing going on. The market's not moving. So there's only green. So that means that it's probably the market is just going up a little. Here it is right here. The last hour, nothing is happening, right? So, but if we look at the trade, let's look at US 30 and we'll see, you know, is it going up? Yes, it's going up. So as long as it's over this middle line right here in our strategy, then that means it's an uptrend. See how it says right here in the strategy, it's 100% uptrend and it's in a super trend. So that means that it's going up. So you don't want to trade this trade going down. And it's not going to tell you to trade this trade going down on either of the signals. because it always goes with the trend. Because the trend is your friend. That's like the number one thing to traders, right? Let me show you. That was an hour ago. Let's look at the whole kind of day picture here. And so in the morning, this was last week right here. It was going down last week, and now you see since Wednesday last week, the 11th, the market's been. I was listening to him the other day. He said, "Oh, trade this going down," and he still made money because it did go down. It did go down, so he did make money. But wouldn't you want to be in a trade that keeps on going the right way for you, and you don't have to get out really quick? And so that's why the indicator is such a benefit, because it tells you 100% uptrend. It tells you the downtrend. You're getting signals in here. Let me show you another thing. So when somebody signs up for the Academy, they're also going to get Telegram. So on Telegram, and this is the trading signals right here on Telegram. And so you see today, let's just look at today. These are the signals from today. So you'll get alerted instead of just sitting down all day and, looking at this, what I just did as a trader. You don't even have to do that. There's going to be signals that come through on your Telegram on your phone. You could trade on your phone. So you get the signal on your phone and then you trade immediately on your phone, or you get a signal and you go to your computer and trade. So it says to buy 15-minute candle right here. So it says 15 to buy gold. So right, it says right here to buy NAS 100, 15 minutes. It says, let me get you a sell. So it says right here, sell Bitcoin for 30-minute candle. So it's going to show you for 30 minutes. This is a 60-minute buy. So it's going to do 15 minutes, 60 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, and in 1 day. And so you can see today how many trades it took for us. It told us to take about, let's just start, let's say we woke up at 7 o'clock. I know you're basically, if I wake up at 6 o'clock, then that's like 3 o'clock, or that's 9 o'clock your time.
9 o'clock my time.
Yeah. So let's just say we started right here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 20 trades today already, and the day's not even done. We're at 6:30 is the last trade that came out, and it's 7:04. So last trade came out a half an hour ago. But as you see, they come out like almost every 15 minutes. This is the slowest time of the market right now at 7 o'clock our time. And then the next time that the market starts moving is when Tokyo wakes up. And then the next time is when England wakes up about 2 to 3 a.m. my time. So you see, even in the
who sends this? You send them?
It comes straight from here. So when this
Okay.
says something, see where it says right here, it says Telegram signal, Telegram signal. So every time it takes a trade, it's gonna send it in the back office. Now, I could put more trades on here if, let's say, people say, "Oh, I want to trade this or that." Well, these are only trades from Bitcoin, US 30, NAS 100, SPX 500, and gold. Those are the ones that I trade personally. I don't really look at anything else anymore, because I know those are the ones that can make me the most money and the most accurate. But I could put, Euro USD. Let's say we get a lot of people in here. I could put Euro USD. I could put different things in here. So it's very, very simple to put more of these trades on here, because when you go on here, it has every single trade possible, because TradingView has every trade that's allowed. So I could trade like US versus Mexico on here, right? I could trade anything on here. So that's the beauty of it, is that now it's in a Telegram signal, so it can alert people to take the trades, and then they can go on their phone and take a trade, or they could trade on their desktop. So those are kind of like the things that stand out the most to me. And then the PAMM account is very easy to get into, and we can basically, I could show you how to put, whatever cryptocurrency you want in there and start your account. Now, in the sway markets, you got to do a KYC. They don't want anybody to come in here and be a terrorist or a drug dealer or whatever like that,
No,
and
that's
mess it up.
understandable.
Yeah, and me and you understand KYCs because we got in a lot of stuff, and we know when you don't ask for a KYC, it's kind of fishy. Like, what? This might not be real.
I will never do a company without KYC.
Yeah, that's good. Me either, man.
Mm.
So it's so simple to sign up. I send you a link, and then you're basically linked to me. And then you go on your profile, do the KYC. This KYC is real simple. It takes about 5 minutes, and then it authorizes you in about 10 minutes after that. Once you're authorized, then you could put the crypto in, and you could put part of the money to invest in PAM account, part of the money to trade yourself. Also, it has a part where you could put real money into the PAM account, and then you could trade on a demo account. So then you don't lose any money yourself, and you start learning how to do this.
Yeah,
Once you start making money,
that's a good way to learn on a demo.
yeah, and it's good because you're not wasting any money, and then you're also making money already from the PAM account. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful process how this company came together and really is helping. So I got 3 things that I just showed you. I showed you the TradingView, which is the #1 software for all traders across the world. And then I showed you that it's linked up to Telegram to alert people. And then I showed you how you can get into a PAM account. And I talked about it and how it's very secure and you got to do KYCs and everything. The last part I want to show you is anybody that buys into the trading signals in the Telegram, then they're going to get free access to Freedom Livestreams. And this is the academy that I invented. And people have to pay to get in here, obviously. But we have an academy that teaches Forex, stocks, crypto, credit repair. We help people get their credit repair for some money if they and then we also help people with real estate. I have a real estate license in California, and we have real estate partners in different parts of the United States. So if they need help with real estate, if they want to buy or sell, or they want, strategies, we also talk about that. We have a part of here that has an AI trading system, and that is also over 90%. It's not what I do. There's a company, it's the #1 trading software in the world. This is how I learned how to trade over what is it, about 20 years ago. I bought this program. I think it was 30, no, it was like $40,000. I bought this program, and I have a lifetime membership to it. And they're 90%. They're the #1 company in the world of trading software. And they have it's just a big company now because it's been around for like 50 years, I think, or 40 years or something. And so we have that also. And then, people can know about us, contact us. And then you log in right here as a member, and there's over about 250 hours worth of videos on the basics of trading, all the way to like the most experienced stuff on trading. So it's very, very a great service for somebody that wants to learn, trading ideas, analysis, signals. I talk about gold, crypto, Forex, stocks. I also give what I would do with crypto. Like I'm serviced with the #1 crypto person. I bought his membership. It was like $6,000. And basically I give his picks with my picks. So I look at his stuff, and he has so much research on why he picked these things, and he's like always right. He's barely ever wrong. And so I look at stuff myself, and I go through a couple other crypto people, and then I'll tell people, like, when I have a full analysis, I'll say, hey, we should buy this. We should buy this. This is what I'm doing. You can look over my shoulder and do the same thing as me. So it just gives you a plethora of different trading ideas and different things that you can make money in the market. And so we
That's
could
a lot
tell
of, that's
a
really
lot of
good.
stuff. Yeah. Here it is right here, the website. So with Vima, we can say, hey, if you join, if you're in here and you're a part of the PAM account, then now you have this service too. Now you could join this academy for free, and I'll take off the membership for all Vima people, and they could basically get this for free and be a part of an academy, and people could learn, because some people want to learn, right? It's like, how about if something
Especially the
happens?
young people wants to learn.
Yeah. So if something happens to me later on down the line, it's like now I'm not into trading anymore, right? They're like, how about if this guy could teach me and I could learn his strategies and everything? And the indicators are always going to be on here on TradingView, because if something happens to me, then my family's going to be able to continue doing it, because it's that good of a strategy. Both of like somebody could really learn how to change their life day in, day out, and gain an understanding of how to make money on the trading market.
That's very good.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
So what Vima can do is really they can put the money into the PAM account and then they can distribute to their members every month.
Yes. Yep. And there's traders that have millions of dollars of investors that invest. So it's not like they're gonna say, "Oh, Vima, you put in too much money." That's not gonna happen. Right?
Uh-huh.
They're gonna allow that, and then Vima's gonna get paid out in crypto, and then Vima, sends the money to their people. Now, Vima doesn't have to give out all 50% of the profit, right? Obviously, Vima has people that work for them. They have back office maintenance, they have, whatever they have. So they could determine, a percentage of what they're going to give the people. And I
Well,
think
see,
that would
what
be
what they
very
can
great.
do is they can be at the top of the matrix,
Yes.
so that they make their money that way.
Yes. Yeah, they make their money just off the top of it. And so
Yeah,
everybody gets percentages and it trickles down. And Vima's a good product. And then they will produce more people. There's 8,000 people here. And then we'll warm all those 8,000 people up because they're making money now. And then they'll be able to start doing what? Marketing and advertising the stuff that they wanted to put in the system, which will produce more and more people getting in. And then you got a Vima system that really created like the owner wanted before he passed away.
yeah. So we got to get this thing in Vima, definitely. Uh,
All right, brother. We could talk to him whenever you're ready
yeah,
to, and I
you
could
have
go
a
over the
Zoom
same
call on
presentation.
this app. You do a Zoom on this?
Yeah, I do a Zoom. I use Zoho because this a webinar service. I use Zoom like one-on-one, but we could show
No, do you
on
have for your members a weekly call or something where we can
yes.
send people?
Yes, yes. And it's going to be in the morning and it's going to be based off of Zoho. It's going to be a webinar. So people will be able to text and I could allow people to talk if I want to. But what happens on Zoom sometimes people start talking or coming in and it's all kind of stuff and they can see how many people are on there and stuff like that. But on Zoho, it's a webinar. So it's like me talking. And then if I want somebody else to talk or join in, then I can let them. So it's just a smoother presentation. And what I do is I show them like what trades to take. Like we could sit here and wait for a good trade, and I'll say, "Oh, a good trade is coming." I could look through all the time frames, and I could say, "Okay, we're gonna go down here." And it's still you see it's still going down. Or I'll say, "Hey, we're gonna buy right here based off of this." Or I could look at the 5 minutes and get it even more trades. Will happen faster. And so I'll say, this is the reason why I got in, and I'll go over some strategies. And also, I have like a lot of PowerPoints on different things. Let me take you into a PowerPoint, right? Because I make my own PowerPoints. Also, I do graphics. But this is a PowerPoint that introduced people to USDJPY. So it would be like this, and I would go over and first part of the class, maybe 10, 15 minutes, I would say, I'm going to introduce you guys to USDJPY, and I'll go over the history of it, and what it is and everything like that. And so I do these PowerPoints for almost everything. Like I got one. Let me show you the one that I did for US 30. But you'll see that I got a lot of PowerPoints and a lot of teaching. And most of these are already in the back office as videos, but I could teach them live too, like intermediate price action. That's how everybody loves to trade. The top cryptos to long term. The top four winning keys. This is a bounce strategy. This is what the bot basically does, and I explain that. Here goes one on the US 30. So some people might say, well, what is the US 30? I'm kind of confused. So I go over everything that's going on behind the scenes and in front. So US 30 is called the Dow Jones, and I talk about it, right? It's the major pair, 30 meetings, and the history, introduction to the history. This is what happened when it first started. The best year by percentage was 1915. The Great Depression, talk about that. And then it talks about like the worst day in history was 1931. Largest single day, point gain. This is the biggest day in history. The largest single day point loss was in 2008. And so I just, it teaches everything about this. These are the people that are a part of it. why they are a part of it, what would make you become a part, what makes a company able to be a US 30, the calculation that they use. I talk about that. So I'm really detailed because, right, I used to teach high school and I used to teach college classes to high school kids too. So I'm very detailed with my presentations. And you kind of know from just me being with you for
Yeah.
so long that I do
Now
presentations
this
and
is
how,
lot of work you have put in.
oh yeah, major
It
work,
ma-
man.
Yeah, a lot of
Major,
work.
major, like
Yeah.
PowerPoints. I got videos, like the back office, 230 hours of videos is a lot, right? I also have let me show you. I got something that shows like the academy, but I also have YouTube videos that I have in the back office. So I made this video yesterday, this 11-minute, and it kind of talks about the signals and everything.
Hello, hello,
And I
hello.
have to refresh it because the graphics are messed up. It's running slow. Let's see. Let me refresh it. See. The graphics kind of low because of the internet is slow right now, but everything is
Yeah.
like perfect graphics, everything, because I'm a perfectionist. So these are the last videos I did like yesterday. I'm gonna do some more videos tonight. And I actually wrote a book that people could have. So, this book right here is published on Amazon, How to Master Forex. So I'm an author also, right, about it. So if we invite people, it's not like you're just inviting them to your friend Lonnie. Like you're inviting them to a professional that's been doing this for over 15 years on a professional level. And the last 6 years, I worked at 3 different academies. The first academy had more than a million students, and it closed down, or it didn't really close down, but everybody kind of left because there was some problems with the regulations because people were giving out trades and things like that, and you got to do it a certain way. Then I joined this one academy. I was the leader of it. So I was the only trader there in the beginning, and I basically established everything for them. There was about 2,000 people in that. And then now I made my own academy that you've seen called Freedom Livestreams. So I went through 2 different academies that are super huge, and I learned like what to do and navigate it. And now I have my own. So it's not like I just came out of nowhere, like I want to start my own academy. No, I worked for 2 of them that were very big, and I was, a very big part of both of them. So this is my book, and it's on Amazon. People could order it and learn about trades too. So, and this is the kind of stuff to where we can leverage off of and say, risk reward. I have an hour and a half video on this. In the back office, I broke down that video into 5 to 10 minute chunks because, I know people aren't going to be able to watch an hour and a half video every time, right? This is the basics about the bot, like how I made these signals and stuff, how God made it through me, and it got stuff. And then the bot is time sensitive. I talk about everything about it. And I got, what is this? I got 156 videos on trading on here.
Oh.
Yeah. But look, some of them are 40 minutes, 1 hour, right? Some of them are an hour and a half. So,
That's a lot of work.
yeah, some of them are 30 to 3 to 10 minutes. Yeah, I mean, man, I've been doing this for a long time, brother.
Yeah,
And you know me, man. I work, man. I'm not
I
gonna just
know.
sit there and just not do nothing.
No, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so I think if we
Uh,
introduce them to everything that's going on, I think they'll say, "Wow, this guy is not some new guy, new kid in the block, right?"
oh,
They're my Instagram. Mhm.
what is the best time for you to talk to these people? Because I can arrange a meeting.
Yeah, so I'll be home tomorrow. I'm mostly home, or I'm traveling, and I'll tell you before I travel. I just came back from the Dominican Republic, and then I'm gonna go to Lake Tahoe. I think next week I'll be in Lake Tahoe for like 4 or 5 days. But I always bring my computer with me, right? So I could do this wherever I go. Right now I'm in Vegas with my fiance. I was telling about my fiance. I'm in Vegas, and I live half the time here. She has a house here, and then I have a house in San Diego that we live the other half of the time, where my
Okay.
son's at right now. So I'm always gonna have my computer. the only time, like if you tell me I might be at the store or something, and then I could get back home within like an hour, and then we can get rocking and
No,
rolling.
we
So
can
I'm ready.
always arrange that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm ready whenever you are. I'm ready for it, and I'll go over the same stuff, you know, and I think they'll be blown away because the strategy is always winning, and I think you can see that very simply when you just go through a presentation with me. You'll see that it wins every time. I mean, we couldn't even find a loss yet. Like right here, right? It told us to get in right here. We could have got out up here. We could have got in here, got out right here. So we could have won for 3 candles. But as we can see, it looks like it's still going up. It's in an uptrend. So you could stay in this trade. It'll probably be up here later on. But think about if you got in this trade right here. Look how far it went up.
Yeah.
Right. And you could have stayed in. Let's say you missed this and you went, you know, for half an hour, and you didn't get out of the trade, or you didn't set a take profit, and then you come back home and it's down here and you're like, oh, you're barely losing because it told you to get in right here. You're barely losing, and then it keeps on going back up, and you get out at a good time, you know. So I believe that they'll be able to see that this thing is winning all the time. And me and you, we looked at what? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We looked at 8 different trades on different time frames, and we didn't see any loss, like a major loss.
Right.
And I think that's what people want, right? People want to know that they could. Trading is so hard for the first timer to go in. They start, and especially if you don't have a mentor or anything, you're just losing in the beginning for sure, until you can really search out somebody or understand signals and stuff like that. But this signal basically tells you when to buy or sell. So you don't even have to know what the signal's doing. You don't even have to understand that. All you got to understand is to hit the sell or buy button when it tells you to. That's all you got to know. So it
Yeah.
makes
See,
it
because
very,
you are
very
sending
simple.
the message through the Telegram.
Yes. And the Telegram alerts you, but let's say somebody wants to learn this part right here. So they can pick any trade they want in the world. Because remember, the Telegram only sends out 6 different trades for 4 different time frames for each trade. But if somebody just wanted to do anything, let's say, you know, somebody likes Home Depot or something and just wants to trade Home Depot, well, they can go here. I don't even know what the sign is for Home Depot. It's probably HD or something. Oh, here it is, Home Depot, right?
There
So
it is.
so they're like, man, my family invested in Home Depot. Can I trade Home Depot? Well, here's Home Depot right here. Look, I didn't know that we're going to click on right here and everything's a win. You see what I'm saying? So there's no, this is just what it is. It won right here. One, see, every trade we're looking at won. You see that?
Yeah.
So it's major, you know, when you're winning like this. It's major. You know, you get in at the number it tells you the number, it tells you to buy. That's all you really need to know. And then you need to know that the EMA bounce is like a shorter win, so you're going to get it out before the other one. When you get the one that looks like see, these are all the EMA bounce. And that's why this was made, because this is the first. Oh, nope, still not. That one. I'm looking for the other. Okay, so here's the first time the other signal happened since and that's last Friday, and this is 30-minute candles, right? So it told us to sell in it, and it sold, and you would have won for 3 candles, right? But look at all these EMA bounces that are winning. This is the 84% strategy. It wins 84% of the time, but you see that we haven't seen a loss on that one either, right? Which is amazing.
Yeah.
So you can trade.
About 20 years ago, there was a company called Freedom Rocks. I don't know whether you heard of them or not. They came up for the Forex, you know, similar stuff, but it was not really working. People lost a lot of money through that. But they had, yeah.
You know how you're a believer and I'm a believer in God. We know there's a higher power, but
Right.
this is what God made this through me, right? And every time I talk about this strategy, I just feel weird. If I just say, oh, this is my strategy or something, I can't do that. Like it automatically hits me in my head to say, no, God made this through me, because I know this isn't something average. I went to Dubai. They flew me out in Dubai. I showed them this, and it was about a little bit over 2 years ago. They flew me out first class. They gave me 5-star hotel. It was at the Paramount, a 5-star hotel. Is like, I never even been in a hotel like that. The buffet was the best thing that I ever had, but they were gonna on me, and it was so weird. Like, I went to a meetings with them every week. I mean, for the whole week, they had me up there for a week, and every time they had like a 1-2 hour meeting session with the owner and with a couple of the people that worked in the company. They were a hedge fund out there, and every day, you know, they were talking, they were asking so many questions. I was showing them so much stuff, and it was so wild. Like, before I came there, God said, if they offer you this amount right here, you can't take it. And I sat down with them and they offered me that amount, the same amount. It didn't even make sense to me. And I said no. And I just feel like that's because I could take this and help so many people make money. This is like unlimited way to make money. And that was just for the first strategy. That was the first strategy. And then God gave me another strategy that takes more trades, you know, this other one right here. So now I got 2 strategies, and it's a beautiful thing. You know, I got another hedge fund that wants to partner up with me and wants the bot to trade for them. The one thing about these hedge funds, they want to know the script, right? They want to understand the script. Now, if I give somebody the script, brother, then they can basically steal it and call it something else. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
You
So
don't
this
want to
script
do
is
that.
this script is locked. So when somebody gets this indicator, it's called a private invite only, and it'll line up in their back office once I invite their username, and then they can click on it and use it. But it won't have the script on it. Like, my computer has a script for it. And that's the most important thing. This code right here. It's a really long code. That's just the first part of it. But this code is so long, and that's why it took us 2 years to make this code, right? So that's what really is behind this genius thing, is that nobody else has this code and we have it. And I couldn't even give it in a signal. I've been trying to make this signal for, after it was made, it took 2 years. I've been trying to get this signal done for like a year and a half. And we finally figured out how to do it. Now, I've been using this for about 2 to 3 years myself, right? But I couldn't even give this to my brother. My brother was like, Lonnie, give it to me. Give it. I said, Damon, I can't give it to you, because the way I would have had to give it to him before is for him to have the script on his computer. And I'm not, I wouldn't trust that even on my son's computer, because somebody might steal his computer and steal the code. So,
Right. Somebody can steal it. Yeah.
yeah, so now we got it locked to where somebody can't steal it when we give the signals out in the Telegram, and it's all locked inside just for me and my programmer. We're the only ones that have control of that. I'm the 100% owner of it, and I promised my programmer that I'm going to basically give him money from people that join the membership and everything like that. And he doesn't even want that money. He just wants to basically, you know, retire his family and everything like that. He's not greedy. He's not hungry like that or anything. So if I do sell this, you know, then it would be something that would benefit a whole lot of people too. But I'm just thinking that I just keep this and help a lot of people.
That's a good thing. You know, if you can help a lot of people, yeah, that's what I want to do. If I can help a lot of people, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, me too. Help everybody in a simple way. We're not telling them to
Yeah.
go buy, you know, I used to build houses. I had to have the contractor license. I had to go through the state, right? I used to sell cars. I had to go through the state to do that. I used to own a nightclub, and I had to get a liquor license. So everything, I had to get all these licenses to make good money, or go through college, or go through all this stuff. But now with this, it's like anybody could do it. It's kind of like network marketing, where you can get somebody wherever they're at, and they can, if they work hard enough, they're going to make money. And it's like, at this, it's like all you really have to do is push a button. And nobody should do this for more than an hour to 2 hours a day. If you're trading more than 2 hours a day, something's wrong. You should only be, you know, trading 1 hour a day and then go do whatever you want to do with your life. So this is the ultimate way to gain financial freedom, time freedom, and, you know, and spiritual freedom. because most of the time when you're not spiritually free and you're not living a happy life is because of what? Money issues most of the time, right?
Right.
Most marriages
Yeah.
break up because of money issues. Most people aren't satisfied with
Right,
life
that-
because they can't travel because they have money issues. So I think this is going to help a lot of people get over their problems in life.
Yeah.
So I know it's getting late out there. I'm going to go ahead and close this down with you, man. Love you so much, man. Thank you. And
You
then
know,
Dave, I
there
see
is,
Dave's on here. One of my good friends. Love you, Dave.
There is a company here called New Trust. I know the owner of that company because when they started about 15, 20 years ago, I was one of their first clients. So now the company's gone over, I think, a couple of $1 billion. The company's worth about a couple of $1 billion.
Yeah.
I mean, they can probably use something like this, you know.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
definitely. And I
they
could
got
talk.
the self-directed IRAs. So, you know,
Wow.
with self-directed IRAs, this would be perfect.
It sure would.
Yeah.
I think this, now that I have it all worked out, because I just got this indicator so I can give it to people, and that happened about 2 weeks ago. So now that I got everything together that I wanted, and an auto bot to trade, everything together, it just seems like it's a perfect time for me to go out here and tell people about it, because this could be for everybody. There could be 3, 4, or 5 companies that were doing stuff. And I know with your connections, like whoever you put me with, right, you're going to get a percentage of it. And I'm
Yeah.
not greedy and you're not greedy. You know how we work
Right.
together.
Yeah.
We never had any problems or right. So, and I know you really don't even need anything, but I would love to do something for,
See
your
what
kids and family.
happens. I mean, even for myself, but I would still like to help other people here.
Oh yeah, and then the heart
And
that you have, like mine, is just gonna make us money, because when we help people, it
yeah,
always comes back on us anyways.
that's all my interest at the moment is really to see that everybody makes some money somewhere so that their living is comfortable. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I want too.
Okay, Lonnie,
I
thanks a lot for your time, and I'll try to arrange with Vima, and then I'll probably learn a little more, and then one day we can approach this company I told you, New Trust, and
yes.
yeah.
And since you know the owner, for you, because you're a good friend of mine, I just went through everything, right? And but when we do something like that to like a company, I want to be able to talk to you, and we kind of like, and I make a PowerPoint for it, and I make it like very precise and show,
Now, see,
things in steps.
with this one, you'll probably have to fly down to Orlando, and because they got a big office here, and we can give them a full presentation.
Yes, no problem. I would love to.
Yeah, because they got thousands of clients, and a lot of them are professionals like doctors, lawyers, and all that.
All right, man. I can't wait. God bless you. And let's talk tomorrow too. We have the other thing we're going to talk to the lady about. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. God bless. Bye
Yeah,
bye.
yeah. We'll talk to Pam tomorrow.
Okay, brother. Thank you.
Okay,
Bye bye.
bye. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.